That right there is a real sigh of relief. What's up, everybody? It's been a while since we've done one of these on our own, man. On our own, okay? I think the last 5 weeks in a row. That has to be a record. I don't know if I've ever had 5 guests in a row, and at least not 5 guests of the caliber that we have had the last 5 weeks. I'm basically just pimping out the last 5 weeks of the podcast. We had Mystic 7, Mr. T Lexify, Noah J, Mr. Dalek JD, and 2 Pro For You games and Avery. We had a dual Avery and 2 Pro For You games on one podcast. It has been a good 5 weeks of the podcast, which is cool. It's exciting to just see this podcast like actually growing on its own. Now that it's on a second channel, it's kind of got some space to just breathe. You know, it's not drowned out in all the other zombies videos I'm doing and stuff. So it's been a nice kind of switch up. I like it. I think a lot of you guys have been liking it too. Now, I was late to this, guys, and I've got a little bit of an embarrassing story. But you know what? I think I'm comfortable enough with myself to tell this. Pat, you okay? Did you barf? No. I wish I had barfed. Well, why don't I just backtrack and tell this whole story? So, okay, streaming today. This is stream number 3. Video record number 3, recording number 3, whatever. But this is live. So, first stream, everything's going great, all right? Everything's going fine, just dandy. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling good. So, we move on with our second stream. And things are going good, okay? Played for 2.5 hours. A little bit of Pokemon, okay? A little Pokemon Emerald action. All of a sudden, I don't know, maybe half an hour before the end of the stream, stomach just started feeling a little weird. And I'm like, okay, where is the first thing your stomach starts feeling weird? It's like, okay, is this a butt issue, or is this gonna be like a mouth? Like, is this like a poop thing or a vomit thing? And I was kind of feeling like, man, I might throw up here. Like, I was feeling a little gross in my stomach, but I've been feeling a little gross in my stomach all day, kind of on and off. So I was like, whatever. So anyways, stream continues on. Let's say 15 minutes till it's done. All of a sudden, man, the grips of God just like squeeze. And it is just like the most, I don't want to say the most intense pain, okay, because I'm sure giving birth is a worse feeling. But I just like lower bowels just clenching. And there was a point in that stream where I'm like, oh, like I stopped talking because this is not going good, man. This is going poorly, okay? This is not good. So I can't end the stream though, because we got like a boss fight, a gym leader battle coming up. We're like 2 minutes from a gym leader. I'm like, I can't end the stream. I can't end it. Like, we're so close. We got to finish this out. So I'm sitting like, oh man, all right. I just got to tough this one out. Like a pretty bad pain in your lower bowels. And when you start feeling that pain coming on, you're like, okay, am I going to shit myself? Basically, is this going to be an issue? But you know, gotta hold on to this one, all right? Gotta hold on to this one. Obviously, I'm not just gonna let it. I'm not gonna shit myself for the stream, okay? 2 seconds to the bathroom. If I gotta go, I gotta go. If it's that bad. So, anyways, finished off the gym battle. Did it. Even ended the stream. Started this stream up, and oh man, it was not good. Okay, it was not good. It was like a upside down Mount Vesuvius, if you will, okay? It was like a luge of just not good stuff that you want to be getting out of your body. But listen, it was a bad old shit. And I was thinking, like, what have I eaten? What have I eaten in the last 24 hours to cause this excruciating pain to my butt? Okay, I'm thinking, like, okay, I started backtracking here. So yesterday, let's go all the way back to yesterday morning. Now, I don't think it was anything from that far ago, because that's like 36 hours. But you can call me the shit place, okay? Breakfast, eggs, that's fine. I eat eggs every single day. Eggs aren't bothering me. My body is used to frickin' eggs. What do we got after that? We got, for lunch, I had like a waffle, but I didn't really eat any lunch yesterday. But then, later in the day, I had a kale shake, okay? A kale shake. Which I've been eating, okay? I've been eating quite often. So I feel like my body should be used to this. And, I feel like my body shouldn't be reacting projectile diarrhea to kale shake. Like, I have kale shakes probably at least every 2 or 3 days. I'll have like a blended up kale cucumber, which sounds something that would get the bowels going, but not that bad, okay? Not that bad. Now, anyways, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm thinking I had chicken. I had chicken last night. Would that do it? Would that do it? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I mean, maybe the chicken was bad, okay? Maybe it was some old chicken. But no, it was frozen. It was frozen. It couldn't have been bad chicken, man. Could not have been bad chicken. There's just no way it could have been. There's no way it could have been the chicken, unless it was the chicken. For breakfast today, like, this is where I feel like we're starting to get a little closer to the issue. For breakfast today, I had something different. I had a pita from Pita Pit. It was chicken and lettuce and sauce. I think that was it, man. I think that was it. I think it had to be the Pita Pit, okay? I don't know if you guys have Pita Pit where you're from. Kind of like a Subway, but instead of subs, it's pitas. But the Pita Pit, I call it pita shit. I think that's what did me in. That's the only thing I can think that would have done it. It's weird though, man, because like, I don't know. I just feel, I'm not too much in on the bowels, like a little bit of information on the bowels plays, but I don't know, man. I feel like I eat pretty healthy. I feel like for the most part, the whole of my eating is pretty clean. So the question is, what could have possibly done it wrong? But here is what happens. Okay, undercooked chicken can fuck you up. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Here's the thing, though. I'm thinking like 3 weeks ago, actually, exact same thing happened to me. And like, again, this is very uncommon for me. Probably 3 weeks ago, I was streaming a sponsored video. Like halfway through it, exact same feeling. Just the grip of death on your lower intestines. And I couldn't end it because this is a sponsored video. There's a company paying me to promote them. I gotta give them a good promotion. I gotta keep streaming. And I had to battle that one out too. And that one, I thought that one was some bad chicken. So now I'm starting to think, maybe I've just been undercooking my chicken, which would be really bad. Which would be really bad if that's what it is. It's just too undercooked chicken. I don't know. Cooking it all the way through. Maybe it's just not enough, man. Maybe it's just not enough. But all I know is I grilled some chicken tonight, and I'm gonna eat it tonight. But now I'm like, do I even want to eat that chicken? Do I even want to eat that chicken? Okay. Because if I'm going shopping tomorrow. Like, I don't want to experience that out of the comfort of my own home. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to poop anywhere that is not my house. If it's like, or at least like a friend's house. I don't like public. I'm not a public pooper, man. That was my thing. In high school, I was never a school pooper. You don't want to be a school pooper, okay? Like, if it's an emergency, you do what you got to do. I think, actually, all throughout, from grade primary, my first day in school to when I graduated high school, I took one school poop, and it was in grade 12, okay, last year, and it was a chicken kind of issue. No, actually, I don't know. I don't really remember, but I do remember being like, "Dang, I wanted to have a flawless record." Okay, I wanted to be batting 1,000 for the no school poop days, but we had one day. I don't really remember what happened, but it was just bad. So anyways, don't be a school pooper is the number one thing of that. But the number two thing is, I don't know. Do you watch the kale shakes? I feel like the kale shakes, the kale shakes are just gonna flush everything out, right? But anyways, I think that's enough poop talk for one stream. You gotta roast that chicken. So I don't know, guys. I don't know where I'm at. And this is the thing. Now I'm just jumping into this podcast. I got no topics lined up. That was the only story I had to go. And the worst thing about it all is I had a great story for you guys. And I was like, I can't wait to tell this on the podcast. I even hyped it up yesterday. And guess what? Completely lost it. What is that story, though? That's the real question, is what the heck was that story? I was hyping it up. That had to be the story. I was like, I can't not bring a story in, so I had to bring in a poop story, okay? But starting the stream strong, why are we talking about poop? Stop shit talking. We're shit posting. I can't remember the other story. So I wanted to at least bring you guys one kind of funny, embarrassing story. We all experience things in our life, and if you don't want to admit it, well, you're just straight up lying. So anyways, that's a thing. Challenge Shuffle dropped. I don't know how much I really want to talk about zombies. I feel like we've talked about zombies every single last podcast because all I've had are zombies YouTubers on, except for a dude. What can we talk about? I could talk about. I'm on a medication actually, guys, which is pretty crazy. That's interesting. I was talking about medication. I'm just trying to backtrack with my life, Like again, everyone's like talk about DLC 5. We've run DLC 5 into the ground. Okay, I talked about it with Noah J. Talked about it with Dalek. Talked about it with Lex. Talked about it with Adam. It's probably gonna happen. That's about it, okay? That's all I can really say about DLC 5, okay? I don't need to clickbait you guys anymore on this podcast with DLC 5, okay? I don't need to clickbait you anymore. I think like 3 of my last ones is like DLC 5 talk. So, Challenge Shuffle, I like that they're going about kind of like a crushy, or a crushy? What is that word? A crushy? A corny kind of like thing, I feel like it's kind of corny, It's like that kung fu kind of movie. We'll see. Again, I don't want to make a judgment. Rick and Morty dropped though, and that is something that I'm actually very exciting. I don't know if you guys watch the show Rick and Morty. If you don't, listen. I was told that if I'm not watching the show Rick and Morty, I am doing bad things with my life. I am fucking up, and that's what that person said to me. Okay, that was not a direct quote from me. Sorry for the swearing. I don't know if this is this a PG podcast? Definitely not. We're explicit on iTunes actually. But Rick and Morty. If you're not watching it, watch it. Season 3 dropped, and I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck is going on with Season 3. It was weird, okay? It was weird. So spoilers if you haven't watched it yet, skip ahead. But Rick and Morty, man, is like basically what was happening at the end of Season 2 is the main character went to jail, okay? That happened. And then in one episode, Season 3, basically this main character, we don't even know how he broke out of jail. And then he destroys an entire facility base of his own persons of different dimensions, his base of Ricks. And then, as he does that, he uses that destroyed base. He basically teleports it to the location of the Galactic Federation, destroying the Galactic Federation, dropping the currency down to 0 in one episode. And I'm like, how can they top that? The only thing that can happen is yeah. So listen, someone says don't spoil it. I told you, dude. Spoilers, okay? Spoilers. Listen, I directly said spoilers, okay? That's your fault. That's your fault. Skip it. So, all this happens. Can't skip ahead of live stream. Pause it, bro. Pause it, okay? Pause it. It's a lot. It's like basically did everything in one episode. The only thing I can think is either it's because it was uploaded on April Fool's, right? I think is uploaded on April Fool's. It was uploaded on April Fool's. And honestly, the funny thing is when I saw that, I was at my girlfriend's house. I was like, oh, new Rick and Morty episode. And I was like, oh, it's April 1st. Okay, yeah. Like, I saw the Rick roll. I was like, obviously they're going to do something. And then it ended up being the actual time. You know what I mean? It's like they troll us. They say, yeah, new season 3. And then they Rick roll us. And then April 1st, it drops, and no one will believe them. Like, you know, I heard people saying, hey, it's dropped. And people were like, no, it's not, man. It's April 1st. Like, nice try. Perfect April Fool's prank, because then people actually, you know what I mean? So the other thing that's really, really interesting is with that episode, Mr. Poopy Butthole, he's a character in the show, okay? Not to be confused with the Smith Plays. He's like, all right, we'll see you for season 3 in a year and a half. April 1st was like, basically, it was 1 year, 5 months, and 28 or 29 days to the dot for being a year and a half. So it's basically a year and a half, which is right when they said. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know when they're going to drop a new episode. I don't know what's going to go on with that. But I'm excited. That's all I can say. I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. April 1st was a mind. Yeah, dude. April 1st was like, April 1st was, listen, I think the thing is I've had a lot of new subscribers since last April 1st. I think probably like 600,000 new subscribers. So a lot of people probably don't remember last April Fool's when I also did it. Actually, last April Fool's was a great one. Last April Fool's, I uploaded a video. Wait, how did that work? Okay. So, me and Lex made videos, but then I commentated Lex's video. He commentated mine, and we uploaded them to our channel. So, on my channel, I said, new upgraded fire bow. Like, they are new bow or something like that. Like, the explosive bow or something. And it was Minecraft. And I was just using the bow on Minecraft. And Lex commentated that, uploaded it on my channel. All right? On Lex's channel, he did highest round ever achieved in zombies. And it was something like 3 to the power of 1 million or something. Like, just a stupidly, astronomically huge number. And I commentated it. And we pretended to be each other. So he's like, so I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, hey guys, Mr. T. You know, like the classic old school Lex intro, if you guys remember that one. And that was how that went. That was a good one. But this April Fool's, man, this was a good April Fool's. What did I do? I went like a little too hard on April Fool's that I was like, okay, I'm going to do a DLC 5 prank on April Fool's. Obviously, low-hanging fruit. It's just the obvious thing. And I was like, this is so obvious, I can't just upload it because everyone's going to be like, yeah, right, DLC 5. So the first one I did was a DLC 5, and then it was a Rick roll to the zombie storyline. So I got a guy to take all the quotes from the zombie storyline, match them up to make out the lyrics of the Never Gonna Give You Up. So it's like, we are no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. You know, and it's like every like accent is different, and Monty's in there. Never gonna give you, you know. I think it was a great video. I do think I went a little bit too hard though, because then the next, like, I uploaded that at midnight in the middle of the world. Okay, so what I mean by that is midnight in London, basically. And I was like, listen, it's April Fool's there. I'm gonna hit them with an early April Fool's because that way people won't be expecting it. Because I was like, it's gonna be too obvious, man. But I overestimated some people. Now most people were like, okay, good April Fool's joke. But some people, it's not April Fool's yet. I hate you. This is the worst day ever. You ruined Christmas for me. People got salty, bro. They got salty. So I'm like, whatever. People are gonna get salty. It is what it is. And then next day rolls around. I hit 2 more. I did 2 troll live streams. So the first one I did, round 100, every map. I was like, okay, I guess I understand that people don't I don't understand. Oh, okay. At the high gears is all meant. I was impressed with that Rickroll. I think it was good, man. I think that was the best of the 3 I uploaded. The next one was, what was the next one? It was the round 100. Okay, and like I didn't even know it was the Rickroll lyrics. See, that's the thing, man. I feel like some people didn't may not have even known that. There you go. But anyways, the yeah, that's that's what happened. Okay, is what I'll say. That's what happened. Is we did round 100. Excuse me. Oh, 1 sec. We did round 100. I apologize for that. We did round 100 for every single map in Black Ops 3. And I cheated to do that, obviously, because the thing I was thinking is, like, I guess I understand some people don't understand how long round 100 takes, but again, people are like, you're hacking, I hate you, you ruined Christmas, this is the worst birthday ever, Mom, and I'm like, man, do you understand, like, the quickest round hundreds, I mean, besides, like, Revelations, are, like, 8 hours, okay, Revelations is, like, 5, after that, it's 8 hours per round 100, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stream for the next 36 hours, yeah, right, okay? Get a grip on yourself. But listen, people got salty on that one. But for the most part, people liked it. And then the last one, I was like, all right, I did a DLC 5. Now I got to do a DLC 5 troll stream. Because I wanted to hit those streams, okay? So the next one I did was I just titled it DLC 5 Early Gameplay. And you wouldn't believe the people that got salty on that one. I hate you. You're going to ruin next Christmas too. This is terrible. We could not accept this. You're the worst YouTuber to ever, I get it. It's a little annoying. But it's April 1st, man. Okay? I think I pushed it. I shouldn't have done 3. I should have done the 100 round, and then later in the day, I should have uploaded the Rickroll. I just thought it was going to be so obvious. I was like, I want to actually hit people. But then people just got saltine crackers, man. So, anyways, after that, like I said, I just played last gen, and I just titled it DLC 5 Early Gameplay. And there were so many people that were salty on that one. I ended up just editing it down to, like, the first 3 minutes. So it's like, hey, guys, I'm going to play this. And then it's like, ready for DLC 5? Last gen. I don't know. It was, it was fine. I thought it was a good day. I think I went a little too hard. But I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Everyone in the chat is just saying numbers right now. I don't understand that. The last one was the best. Batman thinks the last one was the best anyways. Salty people will be salty no matter what. Yeah, like, rip Little Billy's Christmas. But I think that's the thing. Is probably the people that got salty at that were definitely younger. Because I could just imagine, like, very angry, young people. But the one thing I learned from that, man, is, you could be a YouTuber, you could have 1 million subscribers, but there are some people out there that are just two-faced as fuck. Which is weird, I mean, I understand. I'm just some guy on the internet. It's not like you subscribe to me. You have, like, a forever contract to love me. Listen, I get it. But people flip-flop so hard, man. So hard. And I've never really, like, received a lot of hate because I feel like I just keep it pretty neutral. I just kind of do me. I don't do anything. But, like, people, man, like, oh, I've been subscribed for you for 2 years, and you pranked me on April 1st, unsubbed. Whoa, man. Like, you've been watching me for that long, and that's all it took? That's all it took? Like, honestly, I'm kind of glad some of those people are gone, because it's like, you're like, okay, again, you're going to unsubscribe, you're going to get bored of my content, whatever. But if one April Fool's prank is what it takes for you to be like, I've lost all respect for your channel and you are now a terrible human being in my eyes, it's like, man, I really don't value your opinion if that's all it takes, that's really all it takes. Now, Mason in the chat, he says, I sold my soul to you. You're stuck with me forever then. It's like selling your soul to the devil, man. You're subscribed to me forever. But I can't believe, man. Can't believe it. The saltine crackers that some people were throwing out at me, okay? Like, it's crazy, it's crazy. And those were the crazy ones. All are the people that are like, I've been subscribed for you for this long, and you did one thing that has irritated me. I'm unsubscribing. Kind of hurts, but it also kind of says, you know what? I don't need those people. I don't need those people in my life. Fuck them. All right? We don't need them. We don't need them. For the most part, I think people liked it. I think it was a good April 1st. Whoa, someone just gave me a crazy idea though. What if those comments were counter jokes for April Fools? If that's the case, then I took them way too seriously. But there were some people that were straight up. I mean, I don't know. I found most of them funny, but the high round made me salty. You know what? Like, I understand if it made you salty, but the thing is listen, you can get pissed off at one of those, but just remember, okay, April Fools, you got me. Keep that sense of humor. So I don't know. I think it was a good time. But now, man, it's just like, I don't know what this week has been for me, but I just feel like I've just felt like really, really, I don't know, out of sync with YouTube, I don't know, man. I don't know, like my thing right now is I'm thinking, okay, we've got a year and a half till Treyarch. This is going to be a little bit real and personal, all right? But I think the thing is right now, man, is like I don't want to tire myself out on zombies, guys. I'm going to be straight up with you right now about zombies. I've been doing zombies since 2012, August 27, 2012. Pretty much just zombies. And don't get me wrong, like I still love zombies. Streams Zombies today, we did Die Rise, which was actually a really fun stream. And I want to stream it again, but I'm probably going to hold off for a little bit anyways. I really liked streaming Die Rise today. We went for around 50, only got 45. We got 45 flawless. And then we had what was it? What's that called? Who's Who? Yeah, Who's Who, Chuckabud. And that just wrecked us. But, we got around 45. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, I really love that whole scene, man. I love I love Lamp, but I love streaming zombies. I don't think there's anyone that's gonna say Patrick doesn't like zombies. If I've been pulling off not liking zombies for the last 4.5 years, then I am one damn good actor. Obviously I like zombies, but my thing right now, man, is like it's getting like so repetitive, and I'm trying to switch it up as much as I can, making interesting top fives when I can, and doing like interesting streams, I think. But I feel like my worry right now is that I'm gonna burn myself out on zombies if all I do for the next year and a half is zombies, and then another year of Treyarch zombies. You know what I mean? Like, I obviously love zombies. I can't wait for everything. But my thing is, like, I'm just thinking, there's really no new content. I mean, there's these new maps coming out, but there's no new Treyarch content for a year and a half. So what I've been doing since basically September, if you really want to say like November, but like, let's be honest, basically since September, since Revelations Easter egg got solved, I've been streaming new maps, been streaming challenges, a couple top fives here and there, a couple videos here and there. But, and it's like, okay, here's an idea here and there. I say, like, I'm out of ideas. And people are like, well, here's an idea. But it's like, listen, it's another year and a half till new content. And, I can do this and that and everything. But I just feel like I don't want to be too repetitive. And that's where I'm feeling right now. Is like, I went on YouTube today. And this is no knock against any YouTubers. It was like 5 o'clock, and I saw like 4 guys all with scheduled live streams. And I'm like, man, I guess, I don't know. It was just, it discouraged me, which is so hypocritical, right? Because I am pretty known for live streaming. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on anyone that live streams. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. But it discouraged me a little bit. And I just felt like it was just the feeling of, man, I'm just like another one of these. I'm just another live stream. You know what I mean? And I try to do my best. I try to keep it interesting. I try to keep it different. Okay, I try to switch it up with you guys, but I just feel like I just feel like it's hard to stand out right now. You know, and with YouTube, I mean, honestly, live streaming is doing so well to my channel. Like last month, I just went hard with the live streaming, and I had my best month that I've had since November. So it's been good, right? But I just feel like it hurts me a little bit. Like I want to do videos because I did basically like a couple weeks where I did nothing but streaming, and I was honestly losing sleep over it. I was like, this is doing great for my channel, getting more subscribers. The people that can catch the live streams are loving it, but I just felt bad for all those other viewers that can't catch videos. So that was my kind of thing. I was like, okay, I gotta at least make a couple videos a week for the people that can't catch live streams. You know, it's not gonna get as many views, it's not gonna get me as many subscribers, but I gotta do it for the people that have already subscribed to my channel, the people that can't catch it. So that was something that was really, like I said, just kind of eating at me a little bit. And I think I feel better. I feel a lot better about that now. But at the same time, it's like, I can only do so many challenges. You know, I can do a 2-box today and around 50 speed run and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm going to do that. But I just worry, like, okay, is it gonna get boring? Is it gonna get this? You know, is it gonna get too much? Is it just gonna get? Am I gonna get bored of zombies? And I don't want to get bored of zombies because once you burn yourself out on zombies, I've seen people do it time and time again. You don't really want to go back. And I've never been burnt out on zombies, but I'm scared that this is a 1.5 year gap with no more new content. I've done it once. And it's like, I've already played the crap out of Origins and Mob Within, all those maps. The only addition now is these new 6 Black Ops 3 Zombies maps, which is good to have, but it's not enough. And people say, man, just do custom maps. But that's even more discouraging to me, you know? And maybe it's just my own audience. I feel like you guys my audience really doesn't like the, really not a fan of mods. And I'm not a fan of mods either. And I think it shows because when I stream a mod, number one, like I'll say, it gets way less views than playing an old school map. And number two, I think it gets less views because I'm just not into it. I'm just not excited about it because I'm like, okay, guys, we're playing this custom map where we're going to spawn in and we're going to get our perks. Oh, and then we're going to get Pack-a-Punch. No, we're going to hit the box, and then we're going to get Pack-a-Punch. You know what I mean? It's just like the same thing over and over and over with just a different theme. And there's some new channels going on, some new cool stuff, but for the most part, pretty much every mod is just the same. And if there's a new one, if there's a new map, a new mod that is actually interesting to me, I'll play it. Like I did that one. It was that open concept. I thought that was a really cool idea. I was like, I'm going to stream it. But I just think custom maps are boring, man. Mods are weak, kind of a gimmick. I agree. I would rather play like the actual OG Zombies maps that I know and love and just do challenges. I think, yeah, custom maps aren't interesting yet. That's a great comment Alex just made in the chat. So for that reason, like another person says, they're boring. It's all about getting enough points to end the game. That's literally it. And that's just not fun for me. So I like the idea of, I don't know, man. I like the idea of just playing the old school zombie maps. But again, I don't want that to get boring to me because I've done it once and I just feel like doing it again. I'm not bored yet. But I can almost feel that creeping on a little bit, to be honest, because it's like before a stream, what I do every single day is I have this list on the COD Zombies Wikipedia. If you just go to Call of Duty Zombies and you open up the tab, it'll show every single map. So I just have a list of every single Zombies map. I'm like, okay, of these 22 maps, what am I going to stream today? That's basically what I do. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's really thought. It's really not. Really thought. Really, these hoes, man. These hoes. But No, it's just like a struggle right now to find new maps. Because the thing is I don't want to be always playing the same map again. So it's of these 22, right? I gotta keep it fresh, right? So I can't play too much more. So this is my issue, guys. Okay, like I said, I'm being very real with you right now. I'm being straight up. A lot of YouTubers don't like to talk about this stuff. I love to talk about this kind of stuff because the truth is, man, is like if I could talk about this and vent it, this is like one of the reasons I started the podcast is I like having a source to just talk about my real thoughts, my real feelings, But like, you know, I want to be real. And I just feel like being able to talk about it with you guys means we have a more honest relationship. And more importantly, I am kind of like at peace with my thoughts because once you put them into words, it feels a little bit better. So, okay, here we go. That's how I feel about zombies anyways. I just feel I love zombies. Zombies is not dead, trust me. I got 8.5 million views last month. Like that just shows you zombies is not dead, okay? So, you know, there's that. Zombies, there you go. You know how I feel about zombies. I love it. It is my like biggest passion in the world, and I want to cherish that passion. I don't want to like lose that passion, basically. I'm not going to stop doing zombies, but I'm worried about doing too much zombies, about having to do zombies every single day, and I'm just going to be like, bruh, this is I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? So here's where I stand now, okay? I'm running a lot of stuff. Like I mean, I don't want to say I'm running top 10 trends. Matt runs top 10 trends. If a top 10 trends is my second channel, and this might be a long explanation, but I just gotta be straight up honest with you guys. Noah Bale, what? I don't know. Oh no, we had Noah on last week, man. I think, okay. Number one thing is I guess the number one thing to be completely straight up with is money right now is not really an issue. Like, you know, I've got quite a bit of money saved. That like I'm not really worried about money. And people say like, oh, you're playing Pokemon. You know, when zombies are so dead, you have to play Pokemon for money. It's like, no. If I wanted to just, the funny thing is I've said this before, is like if I wanted to sell out, I would do nothing. Okay, this is what I would do, guys. If I wanted to sell out and just grow my channel the most I could and get the most amount of views, I would do probably 2 zombie streams a day, okay? And just grind out zombie streams, definitely 2 on the weekend, which I've already kind of been doing, but 2 zombie streams on the weekend, top 5 here and there when I can think of one. That's it. That's all I do. That was all I do. I would just grind it, okay? Because I get more views and I get more subscribers that way. But that's not what motivates me. Obviously, I want to get money because I'm a human being and I need enough money to survive and all that stuff. But, you know, I'm not trying to sell out, okay? Except this, to be honest, right now, with the way views are looking on YouTube, with the whole monetization issue, which I'll get into a bit maybe, that's a little bit disconcerting. But for the most part, I think like YouTube's in a problem right now where a lot of advertisers have pulled out, and basically that means like YouTubers are getting way less revenue. But the thing is YouTube, I think it's going to bounce back. It's such a big company. I think it's too big to fail. You know, it's Google, right? It's in a bad situation right now. YouTubers making way less money, but it's fine, okay? So, you know, as long as don't stop zombies. Again, man, I'm not stopping zombies, okay? So before I go, I feel like I'm just kind of like going through here. I feel like just understand this, okay? I love zombies. I'm never going to stop uploading zombies. It is my favorite video game of all time. It is my number one passion on YouTube. I don't want to lose that. So again, zombies is never going to stop, but there might be less, okay? How's that? I just want you to understand that. Because the second you start saying, I'm going to do something else, people say, no, don't end zombies. I just need to drill that into your heads. There's like 300 people here like, Patrick, we get it. You're not ending zombies. We know you love zombies. Shut up. Okay. Here's where I stand right now, though. It's like, how do I want to, because this is like, I'm looking at this next year and a half as kind of like time to do other stuff, right? And basically what I've got going on right now is I have the Smith Plays, I have More Smith Plays, and I have top 10 trends. The Smith Plays is going to continue to upload zombies. Okay, there's no going around that. More Smith Plays, not really sure. That's kind of the iffy area right now. And then there's top 10 trends. Top 10 trends is going pretty good, I think. I mean, Matt's managing it. Like, it's weird because at the start we were both just kind of making videos, and I feel like Matt has. If we were CEOs and COOs, Matt would be the CEO and I would be the COO. The CEO is like the master player, you know. He's managing people, he's hiring people, he's doing all this stuff. That's Matt, man. Matt's a born entrepreneur, and I love him for that because that is not my role at all. I feel like I am kind of more on the side of like the operations of the channel, right? Like, you know, getting those viral hits, okay? You know, getting good thumbnails, titling videos appropriately, all that stuff. I think I'm pretty good at that, and you know, that's kind of the role I've taken up a little bit more. You know, Matt pays people, Matt hires people. It's not really my thing, but top 10 trends is going great now. It's going okay. It's not as good as we want it to be, but it's going pretty good. We've actually, the last 2 days have been really good, but like the last like month and a half has been pretty bad. So it's good to see. It's good to see top 10 trends doing well. So it's like top 10 trends is just a completely side project that I almost look at honestly as kind of more of a business than like a passion project, to be completely honest. So, okay, top 10 trends is its own separate thing. We've got more Smith Plays with the SmithSquad podcast, more specifically. And then Smith Plays, okay? And this is where I have been like fighting inside my head for the last week about this. Like, I went home to just chill because I was like, man, I got to get away from YouTube for a day to just chill and think. And I also had to go home just because my parents got home. That's a couple other reasons I went home. But I was like, I just need to get away from my computer and just chill and think. And I realized that's not enough time. But I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. So it's going to be a good time to just chill and think. 15 days I'm going to be sitting on the beach drinking margaritas. But basically, man, like, I don't know what to do. But I want to do something besides zombies, okay? So I'm looking at all my options. I'm really Mr. Waffling this right now. Miles is the most analytical person I ever met, and he's really good at breaking stuff down. And I think the best way to break stuff down is what are your options? So I didn't even know you still did top trends. I'm only doing like one video a week because I'm a friggin' scrub, and I got to get on that. Water, not coffee. That's good. It's late here. I can't be drinking coffee this late. So top 10 trends is over here. It's kind of its own separate bubble that I'm not too worried about. I can do better. I gotta do better on it. I gotta get more uploads on it. But it's, you know, it's doing fine. But the thing is okay, let's break down. This is how I'm gonna break down all my options. Is I can either keep just basically doing what I'm doing, which is SmithSquad, which is nothing but zombies on Smith Plays, podcast on more Smith Plays, and again, let's just not even think about top 10 trends. That's just over on side. So that's the option. That's option number one. Keep on doing what you're doing. All right, we're breaking down this. We're really breaking down all our options. Okay. Option number one, tried and true. It would work. It would work. I just don't want to. I'm just scared that if I follow that idea, I will lose my passion for zombies. And that is like the number one most important thing, is that I don't lose that passion for zombies when the next Treyarch game comes out. Because I don't want that to be coming up just being like, I don't care. So, okay. Rule number one, option number one is fine, but I just don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. So just to keep on doing what you're doing, option number one. Option number two, okay? Option number two, bring back more Smith Plays as a gameplay channel. So this is what Noah J has been doing. He brought a second channel back, Noah J AFK, and he's just been playing all kinds of different stuff on that channel. He's just basically been grinding his butt off, and basically, oh god, someone's like, say margarita. I bet that's a bad one because it's margarita. Margarita. That's probably a really bad one. My R's are really bad, and it's 2 R's back to back. Anyways, so like I said, second option would be to keep just doing zombies and zombies and zombies and zombies and zombies, and then second channel, kind of do what Noah's doing right now. That idea is attractive to me. It's a little bit of a romantic idea, okay, but I don't know if it is in essence the best idea. Because the thing with branching with doing a second channel is I've done this before, and what always happens, this is what happened to me last time, okay? I mean, I grew my second channel pretty good. I got over 100,000 subscribers on this channel that I'm live streaming on right now, just through basically playing other games. I did do a little bit of zombies on this channel to kind of bring in some subs, but I did a lot of like other gameplay, right? The problem that arises with starting a second channel, okay, is when you start a second channel, you're now not devoting all your time to one channel, but you're splitting up your time. So you can't put your all into one channel. And eventually there's going to be a week where you're really busy and you can only put your time into one of those 2 channels. And then that's when you got to pick, do I keep Smith Plays going? Do I pick the second channel? And the truth is, for me anyways, I'm always going to go to the Smith Plays. I'm always going to keep this channel alive. Like top 10 trends could die out, podcasts could die out, more Smith Plays could die out, my Instagram, Twitter. All I care about is really, at the end of the day, I mean, this is the channel this is the most important channel to me, obviously. Or not this channel, the Smith Plays. Okay, my main channel. So that's an issue, right? I've tried this model before, the second option of just zombies on the main channel and branching out on the second channel. Here's the issues with this. So the plus side is it would allow me to branch out, play different games, and have fun. That's like the one plus side. The downside is I'm not very good at playing many games. Like believe it or not, I'm not really the biggest subscriber, or sorry, the biggest gamer. I love zombies. I love Pokemon. And besides that, like, let me go through my Steam list for you guys, my Steam library, okay? So the first 10 or 12 games, we have Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty World at War, okay? That's like my first 10 games. Counter-Strike, I don't like that. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, whatever. Elder Scrolls, love that game. Fallout, whatever. Five Nights at Freddy's, H1Z1, Left 4 Dead 2, which is random, Outlast, Portal 2, Rocket League, Civ 5, Sniper Elite, and Watch Dogs. Okay? So, like, oh yeah, those games, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, well, those games sound awesome. I'd love you to stream this and I'd love you to stream that. Of all the games I just listed off, okay, besides Call of Duty, the only games I actually enjoy, really, is Skyrim. Fallout 4 was okay, but it wasn't really my vibe. H1Z1's okay. Left 4 Dead's okay. But Portal 2 was good, okay? But of that list, the only thing I like is Elder Scrolls, which is something I could definitely stream, right? Here's the problem, though, man. Here's the problem, though. See, everyone's like, this game, this game, this game. I don't like those games enough to play them, and definitely not to play them a lot. So that's issue number 1 with just doing second channel. Issue number 2, what happens to the podcast? I don't know. Issue number 3, again, kind of coming back to the thing, is I'm just not good at playing multiple games, which I guess that's basically just one. So I'd probably end up just doing like one game, which would probably end up just being Pokemon because that's the only game I like. Issue number 3, again, as I said before, if we run into an issue where, oh, okay, main channel or second channel, the main channel is just going to get dropped again. And that's the problem, man. I don't want to get like stuck in a situation where there's a bunch of games that I have to play. Because like I said, I'm not that big a gamer. Like that's the biggest issue with that, is there's just, like, I feel like all the games I would want to play are a bunch of old games like Skyrim, you know? I mean, maybe, guys. Maybe that would work, okay? That's a possibility anyways. But, you know, the only thing that's good is it would give me some variation. the thing is there's just not a lot of games I love enough. I don't love enough to play. And all the ones that I do love are like super old games. Like there's just no new games that I'm like, oh, can't wait to play this. That's not the kind of gamer that I am. Very few games interest me. You know, new games come out and it's like, oh, okay, great, new game. I don't care in a lot of new games. There's very, very few games that come out that I like. Now, the one upside to this, the only thing that would be different this time, if I was to revamp More Smith Plays, do gaming again, is I would live stream instead of upload videos. That's a huge difference, okay? That is a huge difference, and that would be potentially a game changer. I don't know for sure. Killing Floor, that's actually a good game. I would probably play that. Killing Floor 2 is pretty sick. But I don't know. That's option number 2, okay? The more I talk about this, the more attractive that idea sounds, okay? I think a lot of people would watch Skyrim, but I don't know. Okay. The real thing though is I have a big passion for Pokemon. I think that's obvious. I've been streaming a little bit more of that. And it's like, where would Pokemon fit into this all, okay? Okay, so let's go to option number 3. And this is just the Pokemon option, okay? So there's 2 options for the Pokemon option, okay? Actually, three alternatives, but all related to Pokemon. So first thing is do what I'm doing now, where I do zombies and Pokemon on the main channel, and basically just hope that I can get enough people on board for Pokemon that when I stream Pokemon, it's like the same as streaming zombies. It's never going to be the exact same, but even now, like a zombie stream will get maybe 100,000 views. Pokemon video will end up with about 40,000, which is not bad, okay? It's not bad. Versus a normal game would get less than that. Like, there's more people on my channel that like Pokemon than random games, but obviously not near as many as people that like Pokemon that like zombies. So, Pokemon is like doing all right on the channel. So what I could do, option number 1, is zombies and Pokemon on the Smith Plays. Option number 2 is nothing but Pokemon on More Smith Plays. Basically like Alley A. Option number 3 is all kinds of different games and Pokemon. The only problem with that is I'm probably going to want to do a whole bunch of Pokemon, and then More Smith Plays is just going to be a channel where people only want to see Pokemon, and I play Skyrim. I don't want to see Skyrim because I play so much Pokemon. And that's the key thing, man, is when I get into a game, I literally pull a Smith Plays, okay? I play one game and I love it, and I go friggin' hard on it. And I don't think I have the ability to just play multiple games and just have fun with it. That's the problem, okay? I'm worried that if I started More Smith Plays and just went balls to the wall. Wait, sorry. I was reading chat. I completely lost my train of thought. What? Okay. If I went balls to the wall on More Smith Plays on Pokemon, it might do well. But the issue with that is I feel like I'd be wasting my time a little bit, because it's like, well, I know Pokemon's going to do better on the Smith Plays because I already see people. I've already seen a growth in popularity with Pokemon. People are like, yo, when's the next Pokemon vid come out? You haven't streamed Pokemon in a while. So it's like I could keep growing that and just have a main channel with a split audience. Not the best thing to do, but it's an option. Option 1, there's no way that can happen, okay? There's just no way that can happen. Option number 2, I guess basically option number 2 is just More Smith Plays with all kinds of different games. That's what More Smith Plays would be. That's the thing, Pat. You got to take risks. Exactly. And the thing is, okay, this is how I based my YouTube channel. This is how I have succeeded when others have failed. When I have grown a channel in times of zombie community decaying, is I have always followed the mantra, if you will. Okay, mantra, that's a little big wordy, but the idea of if you are doing what other people are doing, you will get what other people have, okay? The thing that other people are doing is streaming zombies. And that's the sad truth, because I feel like I was one of the first people to really stream zombies, and when I did it, it was actually unique, okay? It was something that was exciting. And then, I had like that first mover advantage, right? As they say, kind of second mover, because Noah was the first zombie streamer. I would say I was like the second. I have 7 different channels, easy, exactly. But that's the thing, right? So that's my situation. Those are my options, right? Here's the big constraints, okay? I don't know if anyone's in university and does business, if you do a case study, this is literally what you do. You go, okay, options, what are the things that are important to you, most important, and what are the things? Most important thing is to be unique. And doing zombie streams is not unique. I was doing great for my channel. And I think I'm one of the better zombie streamers out there. Like, people say, like, oh, all you gotta do is go with zombies now with stream. But you gotta be interesting, okay? And I think I'm very good at long form content. I'm not that funny, but I'm good at being like, this is how I always feel myself. It's like I'm good at being interesting enough for long periods of time, but I'm not a Lex, I'm not like just this ball of comedy ever. I'm like funny enough, I guess. I'm interesting enough. But the biggest thing, guys, okay? I could talk about all of this, all right? And if I didn't have a life, if I had no friends, I didn't have a girlfriend, I could just say, you know what? Let's do Pokemon and zombies on the main channel and start a second channel and do daily videos on top 10 trends and run the podcast 2 times a week. You know what I mean? But there's this thing called time, okay? And the most important thing is, how do you want to manage your time the most, A lot of people say, everyone is saying, like, do what you want, Pat, it's your channel. And I am going to do what I want. I just don't know what the good decision is. But this is so good to talk about this with you guys. I hope this is okay with you, for me to just sit here and be like, hey, this is how I feel. I'm going to be completely honest with you about how I feel with my channel right now. And I appreciate the people that are like, no matter what you do, I'll stay with you. So, I mean, listen, zombies isn't going to leave the Smith place. That's set in stone. That's the only thing set in stone. You're definitely top 10 Origins players ever. Dude, honestly, PhD Illyrius, that puts such... Holy shit, man. Like, I don't know if that's true, but the fact that someone would point that out, that puts a smile on my face, because that is my favorite zombies map ever. That's what I love about zombies, man. Being good at Origins, I don't know if I'm top 10, man, but maybe top 25 of the whole world. I think I'm good at Origins. Maybe top 50. I wouldn't say top 10. Maybe knowledgeable, but not the best. Because the thing is like, you can just throw a relaxing end that's good at every map. Anyways, getting back to this. Like, my issue is like, there's all these great ideas, all these greater options, but it's a time thing, man. Now this is where the whole being on new drugs comes in. So, I am on, guys, this is crazy, okay? This is some real... It's real soul pouring, but it's not, okay? So, dude, this is so crazy to say. I'm like scared to say it because there's such a stigma around this. Nortriptyline is an antidepressant, which I am on for migraines, okay? So I got put on a medication which is under the class of antidepressants. It is a tricyclic dopamine regulator, but it has not been an antidepressant for a very long time. Again, I don't like the fact that I'm on it just because it's an antidepressant, but basically what it does is it's altering my brain chemistry, dude. It's scary. And people prescribe it now for migraines. I got a headache like a long time ago. And I still get headaches to this day. I went to a doctor like 6-7 months later, and he's like, this is probably what will help you, because you could take like an ibuprofen or something which blocks the pain, but there's just a problem in your brain basically that we don't really know. But this drug is really good at stopping people that have migraines. And I don't have migraines necessarily, but I have headaches like every single day. I stream, I have headaches. And this is actually like this last week, I've been on it for like 10 days now. To be completely honest, I like I have not felt so good in like 7 months. So it's awesome, man. It's awesome. I've always been one that I was like, I just don't think that antidepressants are good unless you're actually like have a chemical brain issue. And that's the thing, is I actually do. Like my brain, and it's there's such a stigma around this, and like I'm totally open about it, man. But again, it's not like I'm good, man. Like I'm mentally fine, but my brain is literally just like not doing its job right. And that is causing me to get headaches. So that's why I'm on it. Nortriptyline, you can look it up if you want. But yeah, it's pretty much for your migraines, headaches are a result of your numerous concussions. Like I have a ongoing headache basically all the time. So 8 or 9 days ago, anyways, got on that, and headaches have been way better, man. Like it's great. Little bit, I would say my brain's I feel a little bit foggier, but like the thing with the headache is it would get so bad that I couldn't think anyways. So anyways, there's a real shit about that. I've been on antidepressants for a few months now, and it really helped. See, my thing with antidepressants is like, I think if you're depressed and you're situationally depressed, okay, so there was a death in your family or your life is not going well, I don't think antidepressants are always necessarily, and again, I'm just some guy, but I feel like if you're situationally depressed, where you're in your situation is what's making you sad, I think you need to get your situation sorted, because you can fix the problem with pills, but the thing is like it's not gonna fix it, right? But then there's other people that like literally their brains just don't make enough of a chemical. Their brains just don't work. You could be completely happy. Like I listened to this podcast with this girl where she's got a PhD and she's killing it. She just has depression because her brain's just messed up. So I'm kind of like that, minus the depression and insert headaches. So I was like, you know what? Like obviously my brain is not working right. So it's working. And I feel a lot better. So the whole reason I brought that up is y'all got some drugs. Yeah, and I'm actually taking a super, super low dose of nortriptyline, 10 milligrams. It's a really, really, really low dose. And everyone like freaked out. And I was like, guys, I'm taking drugs. I was like, crack, heroin. Oh, just prescriptions, lame. Anyways, that's like, Pat the plug. Yeah, boy, I'm the plug. Liquor is also legal. See, that's the thing, man. I can't drink. Like, I used to be, and I'm going to get back to the topic of the whole channel and like time management and issues, but give me a sec. I used to be like pretty, I used to be pretty freaking, pretty friggin', party hardy, man. Like I went to university for 2 years, and, dude, I drank every weekend, man. Like, okay, first year, I drank literally every weekend from August through to, oh man, pretty much August through to May. Like never took a weekend off from drinking, going out partying. Like I went hard my first year, which I'm going to be honest, if you're going into university, like, listen, don't drink in high school. Like you don't I wouldn't recommend that. But the thing is once you get to university, a lot of people drink. It's just a thing that happens, even if you're underage. I was legal, just because I had an early birthday, but everyone around me drank in university, underage. It's like a very common thing to do, because anyways. So that's like a thing. I'm not saying do it, but I'm just saying like if you're going to university, you're not really sure. That is something to prepare for. Like a lot of people party. You got freedom now. But make sure to be safe. That's the number one thing. It's like you can go and have fun, but do be safe. Delete your channel because you don't drink. But yeah, dude, like I said, I went ham first year. Second year, pretty ham. Then I got this concussion, and I developed such an intolerance to alcohol that I don't even like it all that much. Like a couple of too many drinks, and I just feel gross. So I haven't really been into the sauce, if you will, lately. It's whatever. It's whatever. No sugarcoating it, bro. We are very aware of Drunk Pat. His appearances are always appreciated. The tweets are gold. Exactly, man. I went pretty ridiculous. Actually, funny story. There's a video on my channel that I recorded drunk. It's a top 5. It was uploaded sometime in, I want to say January or February of 2015. So I don't know which one it is, but maybe you can go through them all and take a guess. But yeah, basically I got really drunk, stayed up till like 5 a.m. with these like just partying, basically doing like 151 shots, and woke up the next day still drunk. Hadn't even planned on going out that night, so I didn't have a video ready. And man, this is like the Smith Plays Exposed, like 2 years ago. It's like, you know, it's far away. It's far away enough that I can talk about it. But man, like woke up the next day, I was still drunk. I was like, I gotta make a video. But that's how dedicated I was to YouTube. I made a video still drunk. So there is a video, just one, but there's a video on my channel that I recorded drunk. So there you go. Fun fact about the Smith Plays. Honestly, guys, I have so many great stories, but they're all like that, and I don't want to tell them yet. There will come a time in my life where I'm ready to open up to some of these crazy stories. A lot of good stories that are hilarious, but not ready to share them to the world yet. But there's one, okay? There's one. Expose him. Anyways, so yeah, no, I don't know. I drank a lot. So that's a smoker, not a smoker in any way, really. Anything really. I don't recommend. I don't know. I just don't like smoke in my lungs. Basically, is what I'm saying there. It's cigarettes, anything. Not about it. But actually, yeah. So that's, I don't know. That's the thing. Was it top 5 coaches? No, see, that's the one you would think. But yeah, dedication, bro. Okay, dedication. Anyways, where have we even gotten off to? Okay, in one of JC's streams, Lex admitted to like 3 or 4 videos he was drunk commentating, and they're so funny. See, there you go. Okay, I actually only have one. I mean, I've done drinking streams on my channel, so it's not like, you know, but it was just like super low-key drunk. So that was a good one. Story time. Listen, I think in maybe 2 or 3 years, like I've got one story from my 19th birthday, which is honestly probably the most fucked story of my life. But I just don't want to tell it. Like it's so embarrassing, and I just feel like it's a really bad example to set. But I was young, and like, you know, you're just young and stupid, man. You just make mistakes. I just like cut myself almost on a knife that I'm playing with. A couple good girl stories. Definitely got a couple good girl stories. But it's like I still like live in the town where these, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to tell those kinds of stories because I feel like it's weird to, you know, tell about that, like those, because I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Couple, like, and it's not just like, oh, I had sex with a girl. It's like actually funny stuff, like one girl, like I had a stalker girl. Oh my god, dude, there's so many good stories. But again, it's like I don't want that to get back to that girl and she's gonna be like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So anyways, drunk Pokemon, that would be bad. Anyways, let's just say started matched with a girl on Tinder. I'll give you one, okay? Met a girl on Tinder. She ended up like kind of stalking me. How about that? There you go. That's the one for the fans, okay? I can't get into too much details because I don't want people to know who it is. And even if the girl that heard that, she would be like, that's probably not me. But anyways, that's all you guys get. There's your story. Where have I gone? I've gone off the rails on this. Okay, I gotta get back to my time management and what I want to do. So, okay, the channel. Okay, we've gone off the rails here about being drunk and all kinds of stuff. Losing virginity story. You guys have heard that a million times. That is what it is. Okay. Well, we've already an hour in, dude. This is probably gonna be a 2-hour podcast, I would say. Someone's listening to this like, yes. Okay. let's go back to the channel. I got to quiet up a little bit because it's 11:30. My roommate's got his last day of class tomorrow. Exciting for him. I would have my last day of class tomorrow if I wasn't a university dropout. I have one question. Can a state of only happy people exist? No. Yes, but I forget the answer to that, actually. Okay. Okay. You ready? All right, you're ready. So, going back to the channel. I could do just zombies and start a second channel where I post other games. I could do just zombies and Smith Plays. I could only post Pokemon on my other channel. I could do zombies and Pokemon on my main channel, or I could do zombies and Pokemon on my main channel and different games on my second channel. Okay, I got a lot of options, but the number one thing I got to do is make sure it's like worth my time. You know what I mean? Like I got to make sure that my time management is actually being used well. Okay, because I don't want to. Can't wait for 2 years for these stories. You're gonna have to, man. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to for the rest of them. They'll come out one day though. It's called the Smith Plays. So like I said, I could branch out and just play all kinds of different games. But my thing is like time is very important, and also second chance, like time versus like I'm gonna be honest, like obviously I want to get my videos viewed the most and all that stuff. And time versus views and time versus, fun and all that stuff is really important. The Pokemon Plays. I don't want to start a new channel. Like, there's no new channel going to be started. It's only going to be between this More Smith Plays and the Smith Plays. Like, Noah's been grinding, man. He's been doing like 2 or 3, like 6 hours of streaming a day, which is a lot. And the reason I say this is before there was no way I would be able to do this. Now that I'm on these migraine medication, I can be on screens a lot longer and get way less headaches, which is awesome. So I have more time to do this. Like, this is my 3rd stream today, which is actually to think is awesome, dude, because I don't even have a headache. Yeah, I upload every other day and switch from zombies to Pokemon. And that's the thing, man, is like the last 6 or 7 months, I have not been able to give YouTube my all just because of the headaches and the concussion and trying to recover and all this stuff. And I just feel like, see, my brain's still not good because I just lost that train of thought again. But like, I just feel like, what was I gonna say? This is literally why my brain is an issue. But yeah, I haven't been able to put in the most. That's what I was saying. I haven't been able to put my most into YouTube. And now that I'm on this migraine medication, I think I have more time, and I'm gonna be more efficient now with my time. Like, I'm gonna be able to wake up earlier, do more stuff. I just think that I'm gonna have more time, so it's like I gotta occupy more time. So it's like, do I do two? Because like the other thing, okay, is if I were just gonna do Pokemon and zombies, I could just do Pokemon and then zombies right after, like I've done the last 2 days. I did a lot of zombies live stream, Pokemon live stream, and just split the channel. But it's like, do you want to split your channel, or do you just want to have an audience of nothing but zombies? Okay, that is a major issue, because that's one of the things. Some people hate zombies, right? And that's gonna be 6 hours sitting in front of the screen. It's a lot, man. But like I'm not. It's nothing new. So it's like, if I was gonna do that, then I'm gonna have to split my time a little bit, right? So like, let's say 10 streams a week, okay? So zombies and oh man, it's just such an issue, because there is this part of me that's like, I don't like uploading Pokemon to my main channel because I'm like, it's not gonna do as well and all that stuff. At the same time, it would do even worse on the More Smith Plays. And then I have to grow a new channel all over again. It's like, why do I want to grow a new channel when I've been growing the Smith Plays for 4 years? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just don't know. Now, I was talking to Noah about this, and he's like, man, I've just been doing this, and leave zombies, because that's what people want to see. That's what they want to subscribe to. And I'm doing my main other stuff on my second channel. I just don't know if that's going to work for me, man. I really don't know if that is going to work for me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, do I kind of like separate the Smith plays a little bit and go away and do zombies, or do I just do the second channel? But the same thing with the second channel is like I gotta commit to that and I gotta grind. And you know what? I'm at the Z House. Am I gonna have time to do one stream on this channel and now I gotta do another stream on this channel? You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of choices to make in the next couple months, guys. And I feel like now that my head is at least being medicated to be less headaches. I don't know if it's actually good, but it seems better. I mean, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more good. It's like, do I just want to do top 10 trends? Or sorry, not top 10 trends, more Smith plays. But it's like, if I do more Smith plays, what happens to the podcast? Where do I do the podcast? Do I just do the podcast and more Smith plays? Or does that mean the podcast is going to end? Because I don't want to end the podcast. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. I got choices, man. And I just don't know what to do. And it's like, this is my decision and my decision alone, okay? But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, going back through these videos though, okay? Like, I have all the up on my channel now. Okay, Minecraft, 30,000 views. Free run mode, 45,000 views. First game, Black Ops 3, 34,000 views. Fallout, like, not a lot of views. Okay. Modern Warfare 2, 28,000, and then 17,000, and 60,000, 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 13,000. Okay, so I mean, you know, some stuff not get a ton of views. Mario Kart Double Dash, 11,000 views. But then Until Dawn, man, that did 34, 24, 22, 18, 16, 16, 14. And again, this is the thing, like, back in the day, I got way more subscribers now, so like I could send people over. Skyrim even did all right, man. And the difference, the other difference is that it would be a live stream. So it would do better and it'd be longer and all that stuff. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Minecraft did well on my channel, which I can't believe. Obviously, I did Zombies Would Do Crazy, World at War Open Lobby, Rocket League, Mario Kart Double Dash. You know, like, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I guess my biggest fear, okay? My biggest fear for doing the second channel is it'll just be unmotivating and it'll just be a waste of my time, okay? Because I think, like, okay, if I do the second channel, like, it's just gonna be such a grind to run 2 channels. I don't know if I'm gonna have that much time. But then it's like, well, I could, for the videos I could make, I could hire an editor to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I've got so many, guys, I don't know. Like, what am I gonna do, man? I don't know. But I gotta make a choice. Live stream Skyrim. Like, that's the thing, is I kind of want to live stream Skyrim, but mainly want to do Pokemon. Guys, this man has a choice to make. And I don't know what that choice is going to be. Oh, shit. 13 minutes ago, Trump launches attack on Syria with more than 50 Tomahawk missiles. My money. Oh, snap. The U.S. military, this is like literally 13 minutes ago, has launched more than 50 missiles aimed at Syria. A U.S. military official told NBC that 59 Tomahawks has been fired, which hit an airliner near Homs. President Donald Trump confirmed the attack later Thursday, saying that he had targeted the Syrian airfield from which an earlier chemical attack had been launched. Okay, so saying he had targeted the Syrian airfield from which an earlier chemical attack had been launched. Syrian dictator launched a horrible chemical weapon attack on innocent civilians using a deadly nerve agent. Oh shit, Assad choked out the lives of helpless women and children, men, women, and children. It was a slow and brutal death for so many. Even beautiful babies were cruelly murdered by this barbaric attack, said Trump. On Thursday, stuff happened. The U.S. missiles hit aircraft and infrastructure, including the runaway. Okay, so that's what the world is, that's what the world is saying anyways, okay? I don't know the truth, though. And this is the thing, is I feel like in this day and age, okay, you could sit here and say, okay, well, they were doing this to, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like 10 years ago or 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it would be like, oh, well, they were killing innocent children. Of course we had to hit them. But my initial thing, I think now, right, when this happens, is, why did they actually do it? Okay, right? Like, I'm so skeptical of any news I hear now, and this is really good. Think about it. Like, okay, well, the first thing I think is, well, why would they just be killing innocent women and children? And it's like, well, that would be a pretty good cover-up to just say, oh, well, they were killing innocent children, that's why we attacked them. What's the truth? I don't know. But again, I'm just very skeptical of all news now. Like, I mean, no offense to the United States, but like, obviously you guys are like a very big military government, and like, there's been some crazy stuff that's happened. Like, I know, well, I forget what the thing was, but there was like this secret mission where they were going to like fake bomb, you know, like their own troops so that they could start a war. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff is real. And there's videos of gas attacks. Okay, well, there you go. Like I said, I'm just being skeptical. Have some healthy skepticism. Oh shit, we're going to war. I guess when you attack them, that means you're going to war. Can't deal with politics and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. The woke place, exactly. I'm just saying, like, you know, be skeptical. World War III. Shit's dude, what if this was the start? Okay, and we got this live reactions here. Save us, Canada. They did it for the money. That is the gov for you, corrupt and terrible. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's happening? I know I wouldn't want to mess with the United States ever. Glad to be Canada. Dude, Canada is so friggin' lucky, man. Like, we get the benefits of being best friends with the United States, okay? There is no country cool, well, besides like European countries, but really, like, the U.S. and Canada, man, we're like this, okay? We're tight. We're homies. But we just, you know, it's like great for Canada because it's like, well, we just happen to be best friends with, you know, the biggest, toughest dude in the schoolyard, okay? You know, got all kinds of missiles and stuff. Canada has a military, but it's like, if Canada was ever going to get attacked, U.S. has got to help us out, bro, because if Canada's getting attacked, that could be an attack on them. You know what I mean? So, U.S., listen, people hate on the U.S., man. Honestly, the U.S. is a really good thing to exist. People hate on it, but the truth is it's awesome to have the U.S. because they are the biggest military powerhouse in the world, okay? And honestly, I feel like the U.S. keeps shit stable, you know? Because it's like, okay, obviously there's some other big players. You got Russia, you got China, whatever. But listen, the U.S. is the biggest military powerhouse in the world. And it's like, if anything's going to go down, like, you got this actually, like, non-crazy dictatorship that has control over that. And that's awesome, okay? I feel like people sometimes don't cut the U.S. You know, it's easy to criticize some things. I think people do. But the biggest tough kids who get $600 billion a year. Exactly. And, you know, you can hate on the U.S. People, I know. Listen, I think the U.S. takes a lot of flack. At the end of the day, they are the big bully, and they do keep a lot. They gotta keep everything in line. You know, maybe it's for oil, maybe it's this and that, but I appreciate it because, dude, the thing is, you gotta think about this. For the last, like, however long humans have existed, it's been nothing but warfare. We live in the first time in the world, basically since the end of the Cold War, where there is, like, no immediate threat of getting killed ever. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is the first time ever. I mean, at least, you know, let's if you want to cross out like the last 300 years, let's just say cut back to 300 years. The last like 50,000 years before that, if you were a human being, there's a very good chance that there's some bad dudes, some badder dudes than you, gonna roll up in your village, kill you, rape all the women, steal your stuff, and that's it. That's life. This is like the first time ever that's not a thing, okay? And I think a lot of that is probably due to the United States being such a powerhouse, okay? Because that's like the criticism. It's like, you know, I saw this funny thing. It's like, okay, I make $4,000 a year. I spend $500 of it on rent, $500 of it on food, and $3,000 on candles. Why am I struggling to budget my? You know what I mean? It's like the example that's like you spend the state. People will criticize the states because it's like, well, they spend this much on this and then all this on military. But it's like, yeah, but it does keep a lot of the world stable, you know? It's like, okay, maybe it isn't the best. I don't know what would happen if the United States didn't have such a huge military, but I do think that it keeps the world pretty goddamn stable. Like, listen, I'm just like jacking off the states right here. Everyone in that's from America is just like, yes, we're the best. But listen, I think people I think people are a little hard on the U.S. Yeah. So I don't know. I respect the states, man. Again, if you're Canadian, you're like Canada and U.S. are just so influenced by each other. Mostly Canada being influenced by the states, but a little bit, you know. America is filled with a bunch of badasses. Okay, let's chill. Okay, let's settle down. Home of the, you got everyone standing with, you know, we got your like national anthem, the friggin' flag. If I had a green screen, I should like throw a flag up behind me of just a waving American flag, and I'm like, you know. But anyways, listen, I'm not like listen. I'm cool with the states. I literally just gave a blowjob to the United States. But listen, just wanted to say something good about the states because I feel like it gets a lot of hate. I don't know, man. The fact that Donald Trump is the president of the United States honestly just still blows my mind. If I think about like 10 years ago, if you're like, yeah, Donald Trump's going to become president, like that would be a joke, you know? Still blows my mind to think. I don't know. It's just crazy. You know, if you are poor, America sucks. That's true. That like, yeah. That is true. Sorry, but that's true. Like, I don't know, man. I was in the States and like I had to go to a health clinic and they're like, all right, yeah, that'll be $95. I'm like, what? Oh, like I'm sorry. I think you got this wrong. No, this is medical. This is free. It's like, no, this is America. And there's no healthcare. It's like, oh, there's no free healthcare. It's like, oh, okay. Well, here you go. You know what I mean? But the thing with healthcare is like in Canada, it's good, but it's also bad because I noticed at the health clinic when I went in, there was no one there. There's always a lot of people at the health clinic in Canada because it's free. So things get backed up quite a bit. Like my girlfriend, she had to get referred to a specialist, and it's taken her like 2 months just to get in to see it. And my dad is actually a doctor. He does a pain clinic, and you know, he's got like a 4 or 5 month wait list just to get seen, and that is an issue. That is kind of, you know, that is kind of an issue. So I think the thing is if you're rich, it'd be better to live in America because you just pay for your health care. But if you're not rich, it's better to live in Canada. So there you go. All right. There you go, United States. There you go. It's on trending. Do we want to watch this, guys? Do we want to watch this live of the United States bombing the shit? That's my favorite Trump quote ever, okay? Again, I think it's crazy, but it's my favorite thing ever, man. I would bomb the shit out of them. Like, that's just funny. Dude, what the hell is up with that giraffe? The freaking giraffe that's supposed to give birth, getting like 200,000 views a video. A stream, live, 200,000 people, man. It's stupid. Okay, let's go to trending. And, Are You Normal? Angry Birds, Stephen King. I put my ex-girlfriend's house up for sale. Prank! This was so funny. Guaranteed that's fake. Guaranteed that's fake. That's bullshit. No, you didn't. Maybe, I don't know, Jake Paul. Maybe he did. I'm just saying, probably not. I honestly have no idea, but it just looks fake to me. Kendall Jenner Pepsi ad. Look at this freaking giraffe. Look at this goddamn giraffe. 218,000 live concurrent viewers. Do you know how much money that is, dude? Okay, think about this. I'm able to live off of doing like 4,000 to 5,000 viewers a live stream. Okay? I live stream for 1 to 2 hours a day. They live stream 24/7, getting 200,000 views. Okay, that's like, dude, I don't even want to know how much money they're making. Let's see how much. Okay, this freaking giraffe channel, man, Animal Adventure Park, and they got the freaking Toys R Us ad up there. I don't even want to know how much Toys R Us is paying for that ad. Probably not a lot because they're probably not a smart negotiator. But oh my god, 122 million views. 122 million views. 122 million views. I'm just going to take a rough estimate on that, guys, okay? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so much money. That is so much money. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is more money than that entire zoo makes in a month. 122 million views. That's like $300,000. Probably. Because it's live stream, buddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so much. What? Easily. Maybe not right now because obviously YouTube has a lot of revenue issues. But now on a normal time on YouTube, that is easily $200,000. A month. A month. Oh my God, that is so much money. Oh my God, that is so much money. Holy crap. I've actually talked about this with Matt. I was like, dude, maybe we should get in on this. Maybe we should contact some zoos and be like, yo, this is how much they're making. We'll do it all for you. Give you kind of a cut, and we'll take a cut, and then we'll just, be friggin' balling for the rest of our lives. I don't know. I don't think I got time for that, man. But maybe. Then if I was doing that, man, then I'd have time for everything. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. It's a giraffe. It's a giraffe. SpongeBob confirmed. Oh my God. The other giraffe is salty. He busted that nut and didn't get any profit. True. That's like one of the most profitable, probably the most profitable giraffe in the world. Next live stream, giraffe giving birth. Yeah, I'm just going to start streaming that. Well, we were thinking about starting a new channel and just doing it. What are you talking about? The giraffe, bro. The giraffe live stream. Oh my God, man. That's crazy. That's like more live stream viewers than anything ever gets ever. And it's all day, every day. Anyways, I don't see this thing about Donald Trump. I don't really need to watch people get blown up, okay? I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Kendrick Lamar Humble. I gotta check that out. I have not checked that out. But okay, so every single video they have 1 million views, 4 million views, 4 million views. Wow. Wow, 1 million views, 4 million, 1 million. April's with the giraffe, world run. See, this is so great. You know what they're probably doing? This is what I would do, guys. This is what I would do. I would swap that giraffe out with another giraffe because the reason people are watching this is because the giraffe's pregnant. It's going to have a baby. People are waiting. Oh my God, is it going to have a baby? Okay? I think what I would do is swap that giraffe out, and I wouldn't let that giraffe have a baby ever. Okay? I would just continually be bringing in new pregnant giraffes. Okay? That's what I would be doing. Yeah. And just be like, well, it never gave birth, I don't know, man. But what I do know is they're making a lot of money, and it's pretty friggin' mind-blowing. Dang, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. 10 minutes later, they all went to watch Giraffe. Spare the Jolteon. Yeah, man. Coming back to that, though. Again, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my channel, man. I think I had the greatest thumbnail on my main channel ever. Just saying. But I just don't think I don't know what I want to do, guys. I don't know what I want to do. But yeah, dude, Noah's been streaming. He's doing really well, actually, which is I'm glad for him. But he's been doing like Hour of Zombies on his channel. Today he did 2.5 hours of Overwatch, and now he's streaming again. So that's like a good 6 hours of streaming, which is probably at least 8 or 9 hours of in-game time. I just don't know if I have that in me. I think the thing is, though, maybe if I was gonna do more Smith Plays, I was gonna do streaming. Like, I don't know. There's just something about me that I have like a goal. I kind of have a goal of like, just like really killing it with Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've done zombies. And part of me is like, how cool would it be to be like, I feel like I'm not like that I'm not the zombies guy, but I'm one of them, okay? One of the bigger zombies YouTubers anyways. Not Noah, but I'm not Syndicate, but I'm one of the zombies guys anyways. Like, not the face of zombies, don't get me wrong, obviously not. But I'm like one of the biggest zombies YouTubers, okay, like top 10 anyways. So I feel like I've done really well with zombies, but it's like, part of me is like, yo, how cool would it be to be like, then go on to, also be known for Pokemon. I think that'd be cool, because there's not really any big Pokemon YouTubers. So I think that would be cool, but it's scary, man. It's scary. What are you going to do? Next thumbnail's going to be a pregnant giraffe. Exactly. Exactly, man. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I really do not know what the heck I want to do, okay? Okay. Pokemon and zombies on the main channel, zombies on the main channel, Pokemon on the second channel, or Pokemon and all kinds of other stuff on the second channel and zombies on the main channel. So I don't know if I have time for that. This is it, man. This is it. You know what, though, guys? Every 4 months or so, I like to do one of these streams where I kind of pour my soul out a little bit. I just be real, you know? And I've been doing that, okay? I've been doing that very consistently, actually. And every time, I'm like, okay, there's these goals and these goals and these goals. And I wonder because I know I always, like, set goals and stuff. But ever since, like, basically I graduated high school, pretty much every 4 months. And this is right on time. This is April. This is when I'm ending school. I do one of these. And it's just like a talk about life and stuff, you know? Everything else is good. Like, I feel like my head is recovering and all this. It's Skyrim Master play it here. Be cool. Zombies and Pokemon main channel. Because honestly, the idea of being able to play any game I want on the second channel, that's really fun, man. That would be really fun. I love Skyrim. You know, vlogging is not going to happen, man. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a natural vlogger. And I'm not. I'm not a vlogger. And I'm just not a vlogger, man. I'm not a vlogger. It's just no. So it's just like, what do I want to do? You know? I think what I'm going to do, guys, is in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to, actually 2 weeks' time, like I said, I'm going to Dominican Republic with my girlfriend. Just going on a straight, like, vacay, like, on a resort. You know, normally I do vacations. Like, when I went to Austria, that was, like, my last big vacation. You know, it was, like, exploring and all this stuff. But I'm just, like, going to a beach, just gonna chill. And with that coming up, I'm like, maybe that would be a good time to just take a week away from YouTube. Just not upload at all, because obviously I'm not going to upload when I'm there, and just straight up figure out what I want to do. I think that would be the best time, because then I'll come back. Actually, this is bad, man. April 21st to April 28th, I'm going to be gone, and then I'm going to Ireland in May 11th. I leave to Ireland. So once I come back from that whole vacation time, that's gonna be the time when I come back from that. I'm gonna be like supercharged, ready to go, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do. Grind pedal to the metal, and then on through to the end of Z House, pretty much. And Z House is probably gonna happen, guys. So yeah, Dominican, and then I got 12 days back, and then Ireland for another week. And then May 18th or so, I'm going to be back. And by that time, I got to be figured out what I want to do for the next year and a half. I don't have to, you know, but don't do it, Chucky. No, I think at least one of those vacations, I'm just going to I think for Ireland, I'm just going to completely take the week off. I'm just going to say, guys, I'm gone to Ireland. Don't have any videos. For Dominican, I'll probably schedule a few videos, like maybe some top fives or stuff. I feel like all that time off is going to be good recovery time for my brain too. Will you ever play Killing Floor? I've streamed it actually, but that would be fun to play again on the channel. Vlog during a trip again. I don't like vlogging because the thing is it takes you like. I don't like vlogging because it takes you out of your experience because you're not worried about enjoying your moment. You're worried about you're just worried about getting a good shot and stuff. So I don't like vlogging. That's something I know I don't want to do. So that's the thing. That is the thing. Someone said Noah was streaming. Yeah, Noah is streaming. Dang, man.
It's Bomber Man.
Dang, man. I don't know.
Well, he's going way over there.
So yeah, guys, there's my life. That's what it's all about.
My crate seeking skills? I think I am. How many are left? 19?
Oh, sorry, I got Noah playing in the background there. I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck I want to do. That's all I know. All I know is I don't know what I want to do. I gotta make it shoot. Are you pursuing YouTube? Yeah, I am. Other than that, though, hater blockers, no. Love you, Pat. Good work. You do you. Yeah, I got to do me. That's the key thing. Is the thing. It basically, I got to pick the thing that makes me the happiest, that I enjoy the most, that doesn't overwhelm my entire life, right? I don't know. Is that it? Is that the podcast? I think it's midnight. Did an 1.5-hour stream here, 1.5-hour stream on the Smith Plays, and then another 2-hour stream. Like, if I did this every day, man, this would be exhausting, dude. This is a freaking grind. This is a real grind, man. Would I be able to do this every day? No, I don't think so. I think I'd be too tired. Well, not every day, but most days. Even 2 streams a day. I can do 2 streams a day. That's fine. And then videos, here and there. But, I don't know, guys. University or YouTube, and that's the thing, man. I don't really want to go back to university. So that's the other thing, is I feel like the more good YouTube is doing, the better Oh, I remember my story. Okay. I feel like the more I do YouTube, the better excuse I have to not go back to university. Story time. I'm going to finish this with the story that I had for you guys, that I said at the start, that I ended up giving you my poop story. This is the story, okay? So, I just signed a lease. I just signed a new lease, okay? Take a breath and decide what you want to do. Like I said, I don't have to decide tonight, but I just said soon. So, I went to sign my lease yesterday. I've been living in this house for a year. We're going to live in it for another year. Me and the roommate plays. And I am really tired. Yeah. Podcast every day. No, couldn't do that. I go to this place, and I get there before my roommate, and I'm talking to my dude. Okay, my landlord, and he says, "How's this term going?" I said, "Actually, I dropped out." A big smile on my face because I'm so proud of myself for dropping out, believe it or not. And he says, "What?" And he's like an older guy. He's probably in his 70s, so he's kind of like, more set in his ways. University is the only way to live your life, which it is, for a lot of people it is, but I happen to be in a very different situation. So I said, yep, I run my own online business, and it's going really well, and I decided to take a year off. And he said, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, just straight up, I don't even know my landlord. Like, I've seen him like 2 times since I've signed my lease. He's just like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And anyways, I said, well, it's going really well for me, and I want to make the most of it. And he says, well, surely you're going to go back next year. And I was like, honestly, it's going really well. I don't think I want to. I mean, if I have to, if I can't afford, to work and stuff, then I guess I'll go back to school. But I don't really want to. And he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. He says, I think that you need a degree. He says, you know what? Like, you can be entrepreneurial and you can run your own business and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you don't have a degree, like, you're not going to be able to get a job. And I kind of said, well, I was like, you know what? To be honest, like, I don't really want a job. Like, this is what I love to do, and I want to pursue this for at least as long as I can, because this is what I really love, And he's got the old approach of, oh no, you need to get a job and do this and that. And man, the guy, like, anyways, my roommate comes in. He's like, are you going to school? And he's like, yeah, I'm going. He's like, oh, so you're the good one. So you've been doing this year with your nose to the grindstone, and And I'm like, this man. So anyways, then he says, we signed the lease and stuff, and he's like, so hopefully, he says to me, hopefully you're going to be able to afford rent. You're not going to have to live in a trailer park. At this point, I'm like, buddy, listen, you don't even know what you're talking about. He thinks I'm running servers and stuff, and I'm like, dude, if you even understood, like, I was low-key salty as hell, because I haven't, like, I mean, my parents were kind of like, you shouldn't drop out, but I haven't been ever, no one's ever said to me, like, it's a bad idea, you shouldn't pursue YouTube. Every single person, I mean, mostly my peer group is younger people, and younger people are more open to taking risks. Every single person in my peer group is just like, dude, you should go for it, Like, I have this group chat with some girls, and some girls and guys, but there's a lot of girls in this chat, a bunch of friends from university, and one girl was like, are you going back to school next year? And I was like, I don't think so. And she's like, sorry, I also hit my thing there. She's like, she's like, oh, okay, I see that. Like, that makes sense. Like, I understand. Like, like she's like, basically, you're living the dream. Like, literally, am living my dream, anyways. And she's like, why would you want to like go back to university? I'm like, exactly. Like, if I can afford it, then like why would I want to do this? So, man. Anyways, this guy like throughout this whole meeting, he's just ragging on me. And like I said, I have not really been, like. The thing is, when you drop out of school and when you say I'm taking a year off, whatever, people judge you and you're like, oh, you're one of those guys. You're not getting your degree. Okay, loser. But it's like, no, dude. I'm not just like working I'm not working at McDonald's here. I'm running a friggin' like million subscriber platform here, okay? Like, you don't understand YouTube, so don't even try to talk to me about it. You don't understand it, okay? You don't understand it at all, okay? He like I don't know. He was asking if I'm even making enough to like pay for rent and stuff, and I'm like, yes, I can't pay for rent. Thank you very much. Okay. Anyways, I was hella salty at this guy, and it's kind of funny because it's like, listen, man, this is my job and I'm fine, but to just be so deprecated about what I do, I've never felt that in my life. I felt like when I had like 30,000 subscribers and people said, yeah, nice YouTube channel, bro. 30,000 subs, that's good. Oh, 1,000 subscribers, But it's like, I just don't experience that anymore because I'm big enough that I don't get that. And I think it's good to get that. I think it's good to get that hate. It's not hate. It wasn't hate. It wasn't hate, but it was degrading is what it was. And I did not appreciate it at all, man. I was just like, dude, you're just making me feel like a piece of shit right now. And I'm not, because listen, I get it. This is your viewpoint, is you should go to school and get a job and get a career that's going to pay well and give you benefits and stuff. And that's fine for most people that want to do that. But I just don't want a boss. That's like my number one thing in life, is I really don't want a boss. And if I have a boss, they better let me be independent. 'Cause I'm just like, I can work hard and do my thing, but I want to be able to do my own thing, That's the great thing about YouTube, that I can sit here and say, what do I want to do? There's no boss saying, oh, Patrick, you have to play zombies for the next 2.5 years straight doing nothing else. There's no boss here to say that. Like, oh, this is what's doing the money, so this is what you got to keep doing. No, I can innovate and recreate myself. And that's what the great thing is, okay? That's what the great thing is about YouTube. And I love not having a boss. I love being my own boss, setting my own hours, even if it means I work more hours than I would. Matt is your CEO. Well, okay, whatever. But me and Matt are pretty much equals on that channel. He owns 51% of the channel. I own 49%. So technically, okay, yes, Matt is my boss. Whatever. We were gonna do 50-50. I was like, you started this, man. It was his idea. So I was like, I'll give you that 2%. Anyways. I was salty. That's it, basically. That's it. It's fine to say all that, but I think at the end of the day, it's more important to do what you want to do with your life, because you only got one life, man. And guess what? You're going to die, okay? You're going to die. Like, you listening to this right now, it hurts. And people say, well, let's not think about that. Guess what? You're going to die, okay? And you want to look back on your life, like, regretting stuff. You know what I mean? That's, like, my biggest fear, man, is just not, So that's good. That's good. So I don't know. It's weird because I was like, when I went to go see this doctor, he was asking me like all kinds of stuff. One of the things was like, what do you do for fun? And I was like, well, honestly, man, like the thing that's most fun for me is my job. As crazy it is. So like, I play video games in front of thousands of people. I was like, that's the fun thing. I was like, but besides work, I was like, man, besides YouTube, I have a really lame life, man. Like, YouTube is cool. The fact that I can do this. But besides that, it's like, I hang out with my roommate, hang out with my girlfriend, occasionally hang out with some other friends. That's about it. I like to play other video games, play some old school video games. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So, such a blunt way to put it. And you know what, man? Death is blunt. So why would you put it any other way, okay? You're going to die. I don't know. Like, are you not, like, yeah, I'm being blunt, but it's like, are you not going to die? No. And again, I don't want to scare you, but don't let that negatively impact your life. Let that enhance your life, okay? The no life plays, exactly. I really am. Till I go to the freaking Z house, and then it's like so much fun. But yeah, I don't know. YouTube's awesome, and I freaking love it. And it's one of those things, man. Like, I don't. Can I be honest? Like, I don't. This might not be true. And I'm usually pretty, like, I try to be, like, very humble and stuff. But I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know a YouTuber that cares. I want to be really particular with my words because I don't want this to sound like cocky or, like, arrogant or ignorant. But I don't know any other YouTuber that YouTube means as much to them as me, okay? And what I mean by that is I didn't just start and become an instant success. I didn't start and become a slow success. I started in 2007, okay? And I had a Dude Man 185 channel. And there's videos on that. And I remember when I was like 11 years old thinking, all I want is just to get a lot of views on this video. All I want. It wasn't about the money. I just wanted to make stuff and people to see it, man. I just wanted people to see it. That was all I cared about. Was getting new subscribers, getting those views. That's all I wanted. And it didn't go well. So I started Smith Vlogs. Went a little bit better. I talked in front of my videos. It was awesome. I had a community. But still wasn't there, There were always people that were just so much more successful than me and stuff. And I was so jealous and I wanted that success, And I mean, I had like 500 subscribers, which is not very much in today's terms. That's maybe having like 10,000 subscribers nowadays. I don't know. But, dude, I freaking grinded that channel for 2 years and got 800 subscribers. I worked on a channel for 2 years and got 800 subscribers, okay? Then I started Pat Vlogs, like 50 subs. That was a failure. Then I started Smith v Games. It's a gaming channel. I did Minecraft. Guess what? That channel doesn't exist anymore because it was a failure. Then I started... Are you ready for this name? This always brings a smile to my face. I started this... the next channel I started was called The Smith Plays. And at the time, dude, it was a complete failure. For like 6 months, I was uploading Amnesia and Pokemon. Nothing. See, even back in the day, dude, I was uploading Pokemon before I was uploading zombies. Anyways. Man, it was who, man. You know what I'm saying? It was man. It was who, man. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. It was who, man, bad. And then, on a fateful summer, did zombies. 4.5 years later, here I am. What I'm getting at, man, is I don't know anyone that YouTube means as much to them to be successful as myself. Maybe again, it's just because I'm being like arrogant, I'm being nearsighted, I'm being closed-minded about it. But I don't know. Okay, this is what I mean. I don't know anyone that has been a failure on YouTube for as long as me. Okay, like for just like I've been on YouTube for 10 years. 3 of those years I've been very successful. So 3 out of 10, and 2 more I've been mildly successful. A year and a half maybe. Okay. Like, dude, put your podcast on Smith Vlogs. That would actually be amazing. But I just want to leave that channel as it is, as a piece of history. Anyways, dude, it's like I don't know anyone that has done YouTube as a failure for as long as me. And that is why YouTube means so much to me, okay? Because I just went along and I went along and I went along and I went through elementary school and I was uploading videos in elementary school. Grade 5. Okay? That's like grade 5. That's 10-year-old Patrick was uploading videos. And then like junior high doing videos. And then high school. So actually it's weird because Dude Man 185 was elementary school, and then junior high was Smith Vlogs, high school was the Smith Plays, and then university continued through to like, then my channel blew up because of top 5s, but dude, like I said, YouTube just means so much to me. There's like, to be honest, I know a lot of other people that love YouTube. Obviously, every YouTuber loves YouTube, but I know so many people that it's like, well, I love this, but like, this is my real goal. You know what I mean? Like Matt, for example. Matt loves YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but Matt's goal is to get into video and film and photography. I think we all know that. We see his new stuff he's doing. I think that's Matt's true pursuit. He got a degree in film school. I'm not obviously this is no knock against him. That's like, I know that's Matt's real passion, man. Like Jack's really into film. Jack's really into rapping. I know he's really into rapping. All kinds of stuff like that. And again, I'm not, like, I'm just saying, people have different passions. Obviously, YouTube is all of them. But I don't have another thing I want to get into. You know what I mean? Remember a 3-piece hating. V-Man OG, like, how long have you been subscribed to my channel, bro? The fact that you just even threw that up. Moderator. I don't know who you are. I don't know. Maybe you just went to that channel and now saw that. I was like, hey, I don't know, man. Anyways, bring back the outro. Matt's editing is top notch. It really is, man. And, dude, the truth is, man, like, this is my goal. You know what I mean? It's like everyone's dream is like, oh, I want to become like a really good, editor. Like that's like Lex told me that one time. I want to be really good at a filmographer. I want to be a rapper. Chucky's just going to become like a businessman at this point. This is my thing. Like this has always been the goal. Okay. There was like when I was younger, I just want to be a YouTuber. There was no like, I want to be an astronaut or I want to be like, a stand-up comedian, which is actually literally the only other thing in life I could see myself wanting to pursue, which I don't think I'd be very good at that because I don't think I'm very funny. But like, as far as I like talking, and I'm like, well, what's something that's talking and entertaining? I was like, that's the only other job is be like a stand-up comedian. You know what I mean? To do this without YouTube is like basically the only other job you could really do it is like stand-up comedian. Which I don't know. That's again, maybe someday, but like that is like a really that's like a laughable thing to say, like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? But from the time that I was like 301 views, yeah, throwback, that's funny. We got 301 views right now. Or viewers, I should say. Dude, to go back, it's always just been I want to be a YouTuber. There's nothing that has ever been I've wanted more. That was always the dream, I mean, I'm in elementary or in junior high and stuff. My dad was a doctor. My brother was becoming a doctor. So I thought, maybe I want to be a doctor. And I was a really good student. So I think if I really wanted to grind med school, I probably could have done it. But that was like get a job and go to school. That was the get a job and go to school. That was the get a job and go to school dream, because obviously doctors make a lot of money. That was the only reason I wanted to be a doctor. I would be a terrible doctor. I'm glad I'm not trying to become a doctor. I should not be a doctor. Okay, I'm glad YouTube broke up, for the sake of, if I had really put my mind to it, I think I probably could have gotten into med school. Like I was a 4.0 in high school. I was a 4.0 the start of university. It seems like you were one of the few YouTubers that genuinely cares for yourselves, and that's my thing, man. Every single video I upload to this day, I go through my comment section, for the most part, maybe not everyone, and I read, okay? Every single tweet I put out, I go through my tweets, I favorite shit, I interact with people, because this is my freaking thing, okay? This is my thing. I don't have another dream, another goal. This is the one, you know what I mean? So it's like, this is all I got, okay? This is all I got, okay? I don't know. The Smith Plays stand-up comedian? No, I don't know. Maybe someday, man. That would be cool. I think that would be cool, but that's also like, that's terrifying. That's embarrassing to say that's, like I said, it's something I was like, well, if I was going to do anything else, but I'm not funny. Is this the longest podcast? No, the longest podcast was actually with Mystic 7, 208. And then I'm pretty sure my Z House one I did for episode 100 was 2.5 hours. Let's see, SmithSquad 100. 216 is the longest podcast ever. The Realest of Real Talk, it was titled. Man, it's crazy because like some of the podcast episodes actually do have a lot of views. That's really surprising. SmithSquad podcast. What is the most viewed SmithSquad podcast? Just out of curiosity. View count. Oh. Okay then. Never mind. It's not going to come up. No SmithSquad pod. Actually, I think it's with Noah J. Yeah, Noah J. 112,000 subscribers. 112,000 views. That is the most viewed podcast ever. So that's kind of cool. Anyways. Where are we going with this, guys? Where are we going with this? I think we got to wrap her up. It's 12:30. It's almost 12:30 where I am. I told you we were going to hit that 2 hours, okay? And we have done that. So we're just about there. So, oh, there we go. We did hit 2 hours. So you people listen out there at home, thank you very much for listening. I really enjoy this podcast, and I always want to make a way to have this podcast a thing. I don't know how, but every time I do it, I'm always like, got to do the podcast. Like, it's always a burden going into it because I'm like, I got other shit to do, and I know that this isn't like the number one thing. But every time I hit play and I end it, we do it, and we go through it and I end it, I'm always like, man, that was like the best part of my week. I don't know. I just love the podcast, even though I always is daunting because it's like, man, I got other stuff to do. I just said that, but like I said, I don't know, guys. I don't know. That was a little bit soul pouring. That was a little bit realness, straight up with what's going on with the channel. There's your 2-hour episode. This was such a good podcast. Thanks, Mason. I'm gonna give you mod too because you seem like a nice guy. So sorry to the other 286 people that didn't get modded, but mods can go. You guys want an old outro? Nah. Bum 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 ba dum 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 bum bum dum. All right, guys. It shows you are more personal level, and that's the thing, man. It's weird because like for me, I don't walk around thinking I'm a YouTuber. And what I really like PewDiePie, man. I started watching a lot of his content. I really like how he's reinvigorated himself. When he said it, he made a video. It was like an hour and a half of him just like answering questions. And he was like, man, like I was walking throughout the mall today and like someone recognized me. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm PewDiePie. You know what I mean? That's kind of the same way I feel. I mean, it was really cool to hear from him because he's got 50 million subscribers. Like, you think of PewDiePie, his ego, his being is PewDiePie. But it's not. It's Felix. He's just Felix to him. And that's the exact same thing. Like, I got recognized like a week ago. And the guy was like, hey, are you Patrick? And I'm like, oh, what's going on? He's like, Patrick Smith? And I'm like, oh, right. I'm a YouTuber. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't think of myself very often. Sometimes I do, and like if I'm hanging out with like at the Z House and stuff, that's like I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, like I'm a YouTuber. But when I'm here, man, I'm just me. You know what I mean? And it was really cool to hear that PewDiePie feels that way too, because he's just like, yeah, I go out and sometimes I forget that I'm YouTube famous, and it's like, oh right, I have a following of 50 million people. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool that he forgets that too. So, anyways, there you go. Ending notes. This is a podcast that just keeps on going and going and going because I read something in the chat and then people go. But boy, I thought you were ending it. So did I, man. And people leave and then I keep going. I was up since your birthday. Right on, man. All right. I'm just reading these chats, making sure there's nothing else that I can talk about. It's 12:30. I gotta go to bed. Thanks for coming out, guys. You're beautiful. Oh, I'm going to just give you a surprise for what tomorrow's video is. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to tell you the title. The title of tomorrow's video on the Smith Plays is... Are you ready? All right. Here it comes. Are you ready? It is 4 billion last gen Richtophens. That is the name of the video. Thank you very much for coming out tonight, guys. Enjoy that. It's probably one of the worst videos I've ever uploaded, but I just had a random idea, saw it from another idea, and I was like, sounds good. Anyways, peace out. You freaking nerds. Thank you guys very much for coming out. That was episode 130. Hopefully we'll be back next week with a guest rather than me just rambling for 2 hours. It's always good, though. Anyways, take care, guys. Love you. Big kisses. Bye. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.